This is near Lugton in North Ayrshire. Remains of ruined buildings across the way are the older buildings of Waterland Mill, an old corn mill. They're shown as being partly ruined even as far back as 1856. By 1897, the whole of the mill was out of use. In the background there's the viaduct over the Lugton Water. That's the viaduct on the old railway line that ran from Lugton down to Bar Mill and eventually down as far as Ardrossan. These are the Lugton Falls, Lugton Spout, maybe even Waterland Spout. This is a whinstone dyke. The dyke is this hard rock that forms quite a narrow band, not more than about 15 metres perhaps across. This whinstone is basically basalt, hardened lava, and was pushed up through the coal and limestone measures millions of years ago. The dyke runs off into the background and continues in the other direction, running across the old railway line up towards Lugton. This mound here is the whinstone dyke that runs across from the Lugton waterfall to the site of Waterland Cornmill. The water supply came off the Lugton Water further up, cut down through a lade or leat, and ran to the old mill buildings. It seemed that this is the area where the splash wall was. Splash wall is the wall where the water wheel ran against. Abandoned since round about the 1890s, certainly still in use in 1857, but abandoned by 1897. There are some more windows, small windows down there, and then the water wheel would have been somewhere on the face of this structure. Whinstone dyke stones could be seen, and they form the bed, or the lade or leat at this point. An unusual T-section, where a very large wall, strongly built, runs into the wall that seems to have been the splash wall. Across the way are buildings, some of which were still in use in the 1857 map. One may have been the miller's dwelling, another could have been the kiln where the corn was dried before grinding. However, in the distance, the building was abandoned even as far back as 1857. It could be these buildings, which were massively constructed, were an earlier mill, later modified. The head of water ran down past the mill, wheel turning it, and then ran down and joined the Lugton Water. Lugton Water runs down through the grounds of the old Edmonton Castle and joins the Garnock near the Dirrans.